Hi, everybody. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are, whenever you get to seeing this video. I think I'm going to wear this. I love amber. So if you are new to the channel, my name is Astraea, and this is Enlightened Journeys. And if you are not new to the channel, then welcome back. I'm glad to see you again. I'm glad that you have returned. This is the one. Okay. All right, so make sure that you are familiar with the disclaimer in the description box below, okay? But I'm just going to go through this very briefly. This is my readings are for entertainment purposes only. If you decide to take any advice or any information from the reading with you, make sure you follow up with the professional in the field of that advice before applying said advice to your life, okay? By watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching this video, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. I'm reminding the people watching about my personal human rights. Attempting to persecute me in any form or fashion for what I channel from God and the Holy Spirit is a violation against this contract and the First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. Any attempt to silence me will be followed up with by the Most High God. Treat others how you want to be treated and do not shoot the messenger. And do not harm God's prophets. I should put that on there as well. Do not harm the prophets of God. So yeah, my messages are prophetic, which means I could be talking about past, present, or future. And sometimes things are like on a loop, the history repeats itself. So I'll always let you know though, if it's past, present, or future. So if you don't pray, that's totally okay. I am going to say this prayer for the both of us, okay? I ask that the Most High God be with us now, with you and with me. Make a full connection with us. Please return all evil and block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. Now, know that God is here with you to meet with you today. I'm doing Reiki, by the way, right now. I ask now, holy fire, holy fire, holy fire, holy fire, holy fire, holy fire. I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Okay, so take a deep breath in. Sending some holy fire to you, holy fire Reiki, to clean out your energy, because I definitely felt that there was this stalker still in your energy. So we're going to go ahead and remove this person. Snip, 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 cutting any cords, snip, snip, snip. Okay, desheathing, and removing. Okay, and then holy fire Reiki into the places where that person was and into everything else. Okay, now that we've got this alchemy going, the background sounds that you're hearing is the YouTube channel called Healing Vibrations. Go make yourself familiar with their site. Get a subscription to them, okay? Because they have different crystal singing bowl sound baths. This one's to build up mental health, which is very good. But they work on the different chakras, and so that's why they are so great. Okay, so first of all, somebody's got a stalker, and this stalker is somebody that stalks online and they stalk in person, but they're more stalk online than they do in person. They're trying to find out a physical location for you. That's why I feel like they don't know where you live. Maybe they know where places you frequent, but they don't know where you live. This person is a snake. And I am picking up voodoo dolls. I was actually picking up what is the cemetery? The cemetery magic, graveyard magic, astral warfare, spiritual warfare. So this person is coming up against somebody in my collective. And by the way, if you haven't taken your medication today and you're supposed to take medication, pause this video and go do that. If you have not drank any water today, pause this video, go get a cup of water or a glass of water. If you have not eaten today, pause this video, go eat. If you haven't, if you're the woman that I keep picking up on that is not feeding her children and not taking them to school, go feed your children before watching me. Go take care of your children. And then take a shower, take a bath, make sure you're eating like those times, unless you're on a fast or something, you know. But yeah, make sure that you're grounded so that whatever comes through, you're not going to do anything crazy. That's my biggest concern, is that people that don't know how to use their discernment, they don't do muscle testing and they don't listen to what I say. Like literally, it's all in the description box below, but it just talks about like if you have a pendulum or, muscle testing, those are two ways that you can ask yes and no questions to further guide you while you're navigating tarot. That way you can find out what information is actually for you and what information goes for somebody else, because this is a collective reading. And the only way that you'll get me to address your personal situation is if you send me a $10 super chat, okay, with your question, and then I'll answer it. I'll pause the live well, I don't really pause the reading, but I stop reading for the collective and then I start reading for you privately. So yeah. And then also, like, know that not every message will be your message, but there is something within the message that drew this video in. There was something that drew you in. So it could be one thing that I say, it could be 10 things that I say, or it could just be the prayer. I mean, literally, you have to be able to guide yourself and know that I don't know what your triggers are. I don't know you personally. I'm just reading energy, okay? All right. These people cannot hold their own weight in life. They're hopeless. They're very much like karmic clones, karmic couple. I actually saw karmic couple in my mind when I saw the karmic clones card. So we're going to see what the tarot has to say about this situation. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful day, and I hope that you're feeling well. Okay. Okay, I did get a message about this forgotten wishes granted. People have to understand. Now, let's say that you made a wish 7 years ago. I'm not saying that you did, but I'm just saying, like, let's say that you did. Let's say that you made a wish like 7 years ago. The wish that you made, a lot of the times we'll forget what our wishes were that we made years and years and years ago. Like, I wished for a unicorn a bunch of times when I was a child. Unicorn never showed up, but there is something about forgotten wishes that are now being granted. And these wishes don't have to be positive wishes. These could be negative wishes, like, that are affecting you. And I was picking up on that because of a wish you used to have for your life, it was some type of viewpoint. It's drawn in this situation where you have a stalker. So I don't know if you were stalked when you were a teenager, or if this person knew you when you were a teenager, but I don't know. I just keep getting that the type of slander that's coming from this person has to do with like some like high school stuff. So if you've just gotten out of high school, then you'll probably be familiar with who this snake is. But if high school was like 20 years ago or more, this person is holding on to some type of grudge against you. And they're obsessed with you and your energy. And so, yeah, like this person is totally a snake. And they've been doing voodoo for a long time. Like these voodoo dolls, this is not something new for this person. And so if you've been feeling like mental breakdown, if you've been feeling sleep paralysis, that's all the voodoo doll stuff. If you've been feeling pinpricks, if you've been waking up with scratches or bruises and any type or any type of mark, it's straight up. If you go to sleep and then you wake up and you don't have a mark like there, and then you wake up and there's something there, you should be asking yourself, like, did I scratch myself? Did I bump into something? What is that? Because a lot of the times when you guys are under astral warfare, now when you go into the dream state, leaving your body at nighttime, you go into the astral realm. That's why that astral warfare is there. Somebody's been trying to go into the astral realm and like meet up with you so they can. And this is the lameness of this person. One of these people that's in this karmic couple wants to literally meet up with you in the astral so they can ask you a question that they could literally just text you and ask you a question in the regular world. But they're too afraid to. They're afraid you're going to say no. You're absolutely going to say no. Whatever this person has to say, I think you've just had enough of their energy following you around. Like, it's weird. That's why I was getting like, this is somebody you could have known them when you were younger. Maybe you went to church together, prayer group or something, or high school, but they're pretty much a hater. And I feel like they're more, it's more hating on you now. Like, they were always concealing the fact that they were a snake the whole time you knew them. It wasn't until after you got away from this energy that you realized, okay, this person's a snake, like, and something ain't right with them. And these nightmares and sleep paralysis, this has to do with this person doing voodoo. But I can tell you that even if you're experiencing the side effects of voodoo, hold on, let me ask a question. Are these forgotten wishes from this lifetime? Oh my gosh. So you're being affected from forgotten wishes you didn't even make in this lifetime. This is when we start talking about how we are in multiple timelines. So what's happening is you're bleeding into another timeline where wishes got granted, where in this timeline that you're on right now, some of these wishes didn't get granted. But in another timeline, some of the wishes that you made when you were young, and I was getting that you were younger when you made them. Some of these, like how I was like wishing for a unicorn. Okay. Some of these were like young, made when you were young wishes, right? That are being granted in a parallel life, a parallel lifeline timeline, and you keep merging. Well, something's happening with your energy. You're shifting and becoming more whole. So what happens is those timelines start to turn in on each other and they just collapse, and then it creates a whole brand new timeline. You start moving forward, and then you have both that other timeline where those wishes didn't come true, and then the timeline where they did, kind of coming in together. Okay. Hopefully that made sense to you. If you've watched the Loki series on, I don't know what show it's on, but if you watched anything about the Loki series, they talk about the divine timeline or something like that. And it's all about these timelines, okay? And then different parallel realities. And that's how I see things. When I look into the future, I can tell the future because I can see what timelines are available for the person, and based upon their energy now, what are they going to do? And then if God's going to intervene and it needs to be known, how did that happen? If source is going to intervene and it needs to be known, then I'll pick up on that. Okay. So let's see who this person is. Whoa, 10 of Swords right off the bat. I think that you know who this person is. This is like somebody that is learning their lesson the hard way. Because that's not your card. It's bottoming out, troubles on the way for this person, thinking like this person thinks that they're the victim, but they were being the serpent to you the whole time. So it's like you've probably put up with this person's energy for a very long time. You have not been aggressive back. You haven't been like God punish them or anything like that. Okay. Like what these people this person specifically. It says plans and projects are in jeopardy. So whatever they're planning to do to 10 of swords you, that's in jeopardy. Their home life may be disrupted. I'm picking up on somebody possibly going to jail or getting raided over some domestic violence charge. I was about to say charm, but is there a domestic violence charm? I don't know a whole lot about charms and enchantments. But I do know some angels that do know about that stuff, so I could always ask, let's see, any area of their life is open to conflict, no matter how powerful and safe they think that they are, only trouble will find them. This is why you don't go in, like, if you don't want to get, this is just in general, if you don't want to get sick and be unalived, don't do death magic. Because when you go to the graveyard or cemetery or whatever you want to call it, and you start burying people's pictures and, you know, whatever else disgusting crap, like just being really rude on top of people's graves and with their grave dirt. And I would never dare to like assault the dead like that. Like I would never go like literally just be disrespectful like that to spirit. Like I just would not do that. I don't know. My brain is wired a different way that if somebody left flowers on that person's grave, then that's there in my mind, that's that dead person's flowers. That's not my flowers, even though they were left there, you know. They're mine to look at, like I can look at them, but they don't belong to me. They belong to that dead person. So this person basically is being haunted right now, and they're being stalked because they played around in a graveyard that was part of it. It's either on a hill or part of it goes up a hill. But part of that is Indian burial ground. Okay. And so they have attracted a lot of alien, extraterrestrial, and these aliens are ones that terrify me because their whole agenda is like, well, their whole agenda is pretty much to eat people and torture them because that's what they like to do. They're reptilians. But there's like a snake mound. I know that the reptilians are associated with that snake mound, but I don't think that this one's a snake mound, but it was a mound. And what they decided to do was just turn it into a cemetery. Anyways, these people went to this cemetery, this group of witches, they have something attached to them. They got something attached to them. They went there to do magic, but they have something attached to them. We're going to use the Santa Muerte. So the Santa Muerte is the patron saint of Mexico. All right. And I don't know why the Catholic religion doesn't acknowledge her, because she's the most friendliest aspect of death and most caring, compassionate, loving. There's all these different colors of Santa Muerte, okay? And each one of those are just wonderful. She's just a delight. She's truly out of all of the death spirits. And I do like Baron. Do like the Baron, but like she is in her and Queen Muertos, which is Cain of death, the first death. They're married in the spirit, and they have their own. It's actually a type of Muerto Viver. Yeah, it's actually a type of it's its own type of magic system, like how there's Santeria and Voodoo. Then there's death magic, which is the Santa Muerte and Cain or Cain Muertos. Sorry, my Spanish is very rusty. Okay, I took like 1 year of it. It was just like my Spanish class was on one part of the campus, and I could not get to that part of the campus in time from the other class that I had. It was crazy. I had to run to that building, and sometimes I missed it. All right. So I just want to see with Santa Muerte Tarot, what's going on here. Okay. The Two of Cups. This is a refused love offer. This is love that has died. So maybe you used to have some type of compassion or feelings for this person in the past, but this is showing me that you either refused a love offer from them or you are refusing a love offer. This is such a great card in the upright. See how their heads are sharing water and their cup, that's my cup of overfloweth with love. And they have hearts in their chests. But this is the reversing of that. Like, yeah, not all of these are upside down. Page of Swords in the reverse. Okay, this is somebody that is basically, this guy is planting, okay, and watering his harvest. This is somebody that planted the wrong seeds. They planted the wrong seeds, literally, and they're seeing what's coming to fruition from the seeds that they planted, and they're not liking it. King of Swords in the reverse. This is a very masculine energy. This is somebody that would try to cut you down, like verbally. I'm getting some like, I don't know if womanizer means that I forget what the term is, that when you hate women, when you don't like women, if it's womanizer or if there's another term, but I was getting that type of energy. So now I'm seeing the Hanged Man in the upright. So somebody tried to do a sacrifice here, and this backfired, basically. And then we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who is very delusional. They're very disconnected from their sense of reality and of what they seem to be perceived. Then we have the World in the reverse. I'm getting kind of some energy of something being done on the dark web. So maybe that person that you used to know is a hacker, or they know a hacker. I think the whole thing of this is that this person wants to be you, and they've been trying to hack into your birth chart and trying to hack into this person has tried 3 different times to get into your Akashic records to see what's coming to you. What I say, the devil, to see what's coming to you. I mean, that's the most evil thing. Why would anybody at any time be like, I'm going to go look into somebody else's Akashic records? Like, that's full blown lunacy, crazy delulu. Okay. That's just being a devil. If you're trying to go look into somebody's Akashic records and trying to look into somebody else's birth chart, like, that's going way out of your way. You know what I'm saying? So there's got to be a lot of hatred there. But yeah, the devil and the World in the reverse shows me the bad side of the dark web. So this couple could have been people that they do white collar crimes. They sacrifice people. They put them in the Four of Cups and the World in the reverse. They could like assault people, drug them, assault them, videotape it, and then put it on the dark web. And again, these readings are never to scare anybody. If I cut the deck on Judgment and the Ace of Swords, that's straight up, yeah, that's judgment coming from the universe. Okay. So I feel like the Ace of Swords is the helping hand from the universe. The universe is protecting you. And your ancestors have a lot to say about this person. This person is not allowed in your energy. Judgment. This is so funny. This picture is so funny. Okay, so Judgment. This is like this dead person, this unalived person in the box right there is just like totally excited. They're getting out of the box, and that means that they get to come back to life. So they're definitely up under judgment for trying to do this. Okay, and the universe is what stepped in. See that light above? You see that light above the handle? That's the light of God. That's what it brought down illumination, was like, no, this is not going to happen. You're not going to put this person on the dark web. And I believe that it is considered some type of SA if you are doing any type of revenge, PORN, on somebody, or trying to get any content that's like that, or share pictures or anything like that, or sell them on the dark web. That's illegal, sweetie. Okay. That's illegal. So if this ever comes to light that something like that happened and you were a part of it, you need to And if somebody else is using your name and getting stuff in your name, you need to go get whatever's in your name. Find if you were to do a search on yourself and somebody with your name and your social and your birth date and your blah, blah, blah has a house with your name in it, with your date of birth, has a car, you need to go to that location, call the police, and report that shit. Report the fact that that person has stolen your identity. This is where they're living at. This house is in your name, so you should be able to go collect whatever they've done in your name. Okay. Especially if you have receipts, and all you need is an ID. That's your receipt. That's the one thing that this other person doesn't have. They don't have like they literally don't have any receipts. So yeah. The Four of Pentacles. Now, this is death just snatching somebody up right out of their home. She's just like snatching that person up. And I think it's funny because she's got her wedding stuff on. I think that's wedding stuff. I'm not for sure. But she just reaches into the village and snatches somebody up. This is like something that's going to happen that's not foreseen energy, and it's so maybe we're not supposed to reveal everything that's going to happen to these karmics, because this karmic couple, I feel like this karmic couple, what part of this is about is that they're pushing the narrative that you are some type of that you do that, or that you have done that. And that's not true. I'm getting a couple different messages here. I'm getting also a message about somebody saying that you slept with them and gave them an STD, and that's not true either. You didn't do that. You did not sleep with this person. So there's somebody that's blaming you, that's in this karmic couple, that's blaming you to be this, is saying that you're this, and there is absolutely no evidence that they have to that. So what I'm getting is that people are starting to judge them now. Anytime they start to talk about you in the way that they do, they're like, no, no, because they know that the only reason that this other woman that's very insecure, she knows the only reason that the man that she's with is with her is because you refuse this Two of Cup love offer from that weirdo. Right? So, but she believes that if they're not together, then this person's going to come and be with you. And it could be vice versa if it's woman or man. You just, again, we both have feminine, masculine energy. So we just have to take it with a grain of salt, because some people could be in their feminine energy and be a man. And that's just how the energy will come out, and vice versa. So, yeah, this is going to take somebody by surprise when this judgment comes out, because they really believed, because they were working with this devil energy, they thought that this devil would be able to save them from whatever judgment is to come. And that's never part of the contract. The devil never said nothing about that. So I don't know why these people are thinking that, oh, I made a deal with the devil, now the devil's going to save me. That's not actually the case. You made a deal with the devil. Devils wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. Knight of Cups in the reverse. All these people, I hate to say it, but all these people are paving their own road to hell. This is an offer that's not even an offer. You wouldn't accept. This person's a weirdo. They think that you are like desperate, that you'll just accept anybody in. You would sniff this person out a mile away before they even, like the first interaction, you would sniff this person out. So I don't know what they're talking about, what they're thinking, that they're going to be able to get over it. They need to understand that the devil doesn't have more power than the Most High God. And if this is the Most High God intervening right here, which it is, with the helping hand of the universe, the Ace of Swords, that heavenly light, and that's what's causing the judgment. You know what I'm saying? And then these people, how they're getting haunted by UFOs and stuff. I mean, look at this picture. She's literally just going down and grabbing and snatching somebody up as they walk out of their house. That's the type of fear that these people are under because they're seeing the extraterrestrials and the aliens and the demons around them. They're actually seeing it with their own eyes. And now they're scared. If I were them, I would be more afraid of God than the devil. But considering God created the devil, and we all know that the devil has to work for God. So again, if God says, knock it off, devil, you can't do any more to this person. You need to return to sender and do back to whoever was doing this to my collective. Then that's what the devil has to do, literally. You know, the magician in the reverse. What I say. The devil, now see, these people went to go do a deal with the devil to get something of yours, and this could be a spiritual gift, it could be an ancestral gift, it could be some type of protection, whatever it is. They wanted to sacrifice you and then do this. It's a series of rituals that are done with the moon cycles. Okay, it's a series of rituals that has to be done, and they were willing to even travel to go do this, to pay to have it done, etc. And now what God is saying is that all of this stuff that they were cooking up for you, the devil has to use this black magic or this dark magician, I say black magician, but uh dark magic magician, the magician in the reverse, basically, which is somebody that practices black magic. Devil's basically saying that, okay, magician, since you work for me, now the order is that you flip this magic and you put it on the person that's paying for the work, basically. I hope I'm making sense. What I just say, the freaking moon. What I just say, doing magic with the moon cycle. Using the moon cycle. So if you get feeling weird around the different moon cycles, that's this person's energy. Five of Wands. Yeah, this person was intending to do some type of arson towards you. This is like a skeleton holding a matchbook. He's like lighting a match. And I'm seeing this as like literally somebody was going to plan to set your house on fire or do something crazy. Because they can't, this narrative, okay, it's not being believed. People are not believing it. They're now looking at the person that had these pictures or content or whatever it is that they were going to blackmail you with and try to ten of swords you with. They're looking at this person now like they're rapist. I think that, I don't know if I spelled that right. An atheist, basically. They're like side-eyeing him like, yeah, like there's something ain't right with him or her. Okay. So this is all being done to humiliate you, but these people really didn't know what they were doing. Hi, Elijah. Okay. So I'm just going to look at your chakras really quick. So your root chakra and your solar plexus chakra are, when I look at like, I use a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, right? When I look at your chakras, I'm seeing that your solar plexus chakra and your root chakra are completely blown out. They're actually at a 1. So you've been experiencing spiritual warfare, but you've also been experiencing I want to say that it's like psychic vampire. You've been experiencing somebody that's been stealing your energy. And I feel like I'm getting it that this is a feminine energy. So is there a relationship that you were in 3 years ago? Because I am getting that when this triggered, it's kind of like, yeah, this is somebody that does not have good intentions for you. And somebody that I don't know why I keep getting that they could have been trying to attach themselves to your family or something like that. I mean, there's a lot of weird and very distorted energy coming from this person. Absolutely. I love the name Elijah. But what's happening right now, Elijah, is that you're going through a spiritual awakening. And why you're awakening is because God has been like allowing you to experience this psychic vampire, okay, person. It's a female. God's been allowing you to experience this specific psychic attack for 3 years because this person, when they were with you, whatever they were doing, they were energy harvesting from you. Okay. So that's why your energy, and what I'm getting is that maybe this person made you feel bad about yourself, a little bit insecure, and maybe they made you feel unsafe. And those are the two things that I'm getting that are really keeping it so that you can't get grounded. Yeah, I am getting definitely a feminine energy, and this is somebody that was very manipulative when yes, okay, so it was a relationship. Very manipulative, very controlling, very vindictive. And so God wants you to know what basically why God's allowing this spiritual attack to go through is so that you can learn how to defend yourself and so that you can actually practice that. And then once you figured this out, as you go on in your life, if you ever come across another woman that is like a psychic vampire, okay, um, you want to get the stone Arfedsonite. I mean, that's what I would start carrying on yourself. And what you need to do is you need to uninvite this person from your energy. Like literally, say whatever her name is, I uninvite you from my energy. I do not give you permission to be in my energy, to take from my energy. And I'm seeing that you have, so you must have been sleeping with this person or some type of activity because I'm feeling the sacral chakra that you have it's an attachment. It's basically like a cord. So yeah, snip, snip, snip. We're going to cut that and get rid of that cord because this person was like trying to mess with your heartstrings to put you into kind of like a fight or flight response energy. And then she felt like if she lowered your frequency enough, because when she was attacking you, you were more in your south node. I mean, she's still attacking you because what these psychic vampires do is when they get in your energy, they attach these cords and then they just start to take energy whenever they focus on you. Okay. Um, so you need to pull your power back from this person, uninvite them into your life, and then get some Arfedsonite. Um, and yeah, because this person has been draining you for so long, you may want to do like I feel like she was trying to steal the spiritual gift that you don't you may be actually a prophet. You may actually be a prophet. She was trying to keep you in such a low vibration that you would never wake up to who you actually are because the moment that you do, she's basically fired from whatever demonic position she had because she was supposed to get you into well, into her basically all tangled up and everything like that. Thank you, Amelia's wise counsel. I love the little fox. It's so adorable. So adorable. Um, but knowing that, okay, so when you're dealing with somebody that is like a Jezebel spirit, okay, what you're going to experience is being drained psychically and energetically. And then you're also going to experience a bunch of glamour, like where you'll have thought that that person was the most attractive person, but the second that the cords get removed and the glamour's gone, you're like, what was I thinking? Um, so the energy of the Jezebelian spirit is kind of like a gold digging energy, but it's not just that. It's like somebody that wants to restrict another person, and they're always like trying to tempt somebody to do something that God would frown upon. basically. She wanted you to live completely in a different way than which is the opposite of what God wants. God wants you to be with somebody that's actually compatible for you, that is not a psychic vampire, okay, and that you could actually bring around your family. So you just have to take this lesson as and learn off of that, and then reevaluate what is it that I'm seeking for in a partner, okay, before you have the next relationship. You want to clear up whatever it was within you that drew this type of person in, because not all people are psychic vampires. There's a lot of empaths out there that are not psychic vampires. There's a lot of people that are, I call them just like earth angels, because they don't just like exchange energy empathically. They're always giving from their heart, and it's always overflowing. So I feel like you are one of those types of people. You're always giving, and that's why you drew in somebody that's always taking. And so the energy of the relationship was just very, very out of balance. But as far as your spiritual self, I feel like you're going to be, I don't know if you're having a lot of dreams right now, but you are going to be possibly having dreams that come true. And what I'm getting was that there's somebody in your family that has a spiritual gift, and maybe they don't talk about it. Maybe they don't talk about it, but you've inherited genetically a spiritual ability. So I do feel like you're going to be it's when you awaken, everything seems really weird. It's just like you're waking up from being kind of like in a sleeping state, but it's like when you're remembering being drowsy. Okay. It's like you look back on it and it seems a little bit fuzzy. And the reason that when we look back on our memories and they seem fuzzy, it's because whatever we're doing now is changing whatever happened in the past, like especially when we heal and evolve. And so the best way to get revenge on somebody else is to heal from what they did, right? To heal from whatever it was within you, and to heal from whatever it was that was within them, right? Once you heal that, then this situation, when you're fully healed, situations like this don't happen. Because I do feel like you were basically baited into a trap. She had some type of ulterior motive for you. Yeah, this off and on, again, hot and cold, detached energy is extremely toxic to have to live in for any amount of time. When you don't, it's like we're creatures that thrive security. And so, yeah, there was something about your energy that just did not ever feel fully safe around her. And I'm glad that you didn't tell her all of your dreams and your wishes, because the stuff that you did tell her, she used against you. But yeah, this is the type of person that will only have a relationship with you when it's convenient for them. And then it's like you have to do something to make it convenient for them. And there could have been a lot of coping, and coping mechanisms can be they can be such a hindrance, because using something to cope, I feel like this woman, I don't know if she drinks, but I feel like she's doing something to cope with the loss. It's more of the loss of your energy. That's why she won't come out and straight say, like, I feel like this is somebody that beats around the bush. She changes up narratives in her mind of like, oh, he broke up with me. No, I broke up with him. Like, she does that in her mind. And then she tells people that. So, yeah, this is what's happening with you. You're going through an illumination, truth discovery, and awakening. And you have Archangel Michael on your side. So Archangel Michael's like, yeah, I'm not having any of what this girl's about. Because Archangel Michael is a protector, the protecting angel, and literally fights away Jezebel spirits and demons and stuff like that. So you awakening is much more important. Like, God just used this relationship to awaken you to spirituality. And if this woman was practicing dark spirituality and getting like what I yeah, getting you to go down a path of dark spirituality. It's like there was something in you that didn't go down that path. This thug energy, I feel like this is like, she feels like she's a spiritual thug. So I don't know if she practices magic, but it's quite possible. And that's why I always tell people, when you're not awakened to the fact that we're all God, we're all a part of this. Well, okay, so it is karma, but it's not the type of karma that you're thinking. Okay, it's what I call negative unjustified karma. So regular karma will be like, you make a soul contract with somebody. Let's say that you are in the you have a lifetime in the Civil War, and you want to experience. Yes, you are getting very, very severely bullied spiritually. I'm definitely picking up that. So it's kind of like, well, you're going through an awakening. You're being illuminated to the truth of the situation that you were in, which was very, very toxic. And I feel like she was using spiritual manipulation to bully you or pressure you. And then yeah, this person was turning their back on you. And that came in up in the reverse. So that's just showing me that this person, she's not a divine feminine, but she wanted to be. This is definitely about your spiritual gifts. And what I'm picking up on is that you actually have somebody. So negative. Let me just finish with the negative unjustified karma before I move on to the spiritual gifts. The negative unjustified karma is the karma that you didn't plan with another person to go through, because we all have the gift of free will, which means we can choose to do and think what we want. So when we do that, if we don't follow the divine plan and work through the lessons we're meant to go through, we'll start like when anybody does the evil eye. That's never a contract. That's negative unjustified karma. So it's basically something you didn't plan to go through, but this is how good God is. Even though you had to go through this situation, and even though it wasn't planned in your before this lifetime consciousness, you still are learning a great lesson about what a divine feminine actually is. Because this woman did not hold any traits at all as a divine feminine. Like, she's like the exact opposite of that. And she was always turning her back on you and betraying you in some type of way. And I feel like there's a great amount of jealousy over these spiritual gifts. And this is a weird time as things are shifting and people are awakening and the aliens are showing up, the UFOs and everything like that. It's a very weird time to awaken. There was an influx of this stuff that happened in 2012. And I feel like that's when you started to go through an awakening, but it's almost like you shut that awakening down because you wanted the more physical path. And this is what she was after, because it may be the next person. Well, the next person might not come in right away, but whoever this next person is going to be a twin flame. This lady that you were with was not a twin flame. And so that's why she had to use dark manipulation to get you to be with her in the first place, and to keep taking her back and stuff like that. I feel like you were dealing with more than one personality with her. Secrets. What was I saying? Secrets. Yeah, she could have other secret personalities, and then you were kind of having to cope with that. So the good thing about the law of polarity is that you use one at one end of it. Did you meet someone recently? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. See, this is why God's teaching you through the law of polarity as well, because you have one end of the experience, which was that other girl, and then the pendulum swings to the other side, and that is this energy right here. Yeah, no, the energy of who you just met. I mean, you even have, so in this lifetime, I'm seeing 3 different twin flame energies. Now, this one that you're coming up on is you guys are actually starting out really compatible. I'm seeing you guys start out as being an 8, which means she's very spiritual as well. Yeah. You got your guys' gifts are going to awaken. The more time you spend time with each other, these spiritual gifts are going to awaken. And um I feel like she has a releasing ritual, this new person you're talking to, that would help you to release this other energy because, well, I can't tell you to forgive or how to forgive, but it's more of you just forgiving yourself for putting yourself through something that was not planned out. See, the relationship with the person that you just met, that actually has a contract. That's why it's like God's like, I will show you when the devil sends someone to you what that is like, and when I send someone to you what that is like. And now you're about to experience what God has sent for you. And that's that twin flame. The twin flame union is the highest union and it's the deepest. It's like deeper than mother and child bond. Okay. Because the twin flame means that in other lifetimes, you and that your twin flame have been one consciousness in one body. Yes. No, that's absolutely something that you guys should do together. Do a protection ritual. See, the good thing about your energy, Elijah, is that you have what I call like selenite energy. You're not somebody that absorbs a lot of negative energy. When you pick up on the negative energy, you know how to transmute it. Um, and so it's kind of like you can be around lower vibrational energies without being as affected. But I feel such a positive vibration from this new person. So, I don't know how long you've been split up from the other person, but I feel like you should make sure that they're not on your social media in any type of way because you are going to celebrate with whoever this new person is. Yeah, and this is like as soon as this person sees you celebrating, this crazy ex obsessed won't let go. That's the energy you're going to experience because unfortunately for her, she didn't realize what she had and she didn't. I mean, it's like some part of her was aware of what she had, but still she was demonic, so it's like or demonically influenced, I could say for sure. So yeah, and she's not a divine feminine where the one that you have just met is a divine feminine. And you're going to notice the difference between the two like night and day. So I feel really good about that. Yeah, and so if you need to just let this person leave them hanging if they message you because I feel like they want to drag you back into an old cycle and they're trying to convince you that they cared about you, but clearly their actions like if we just went on actions and not 4 years. Okay, yeah. So if we just went on actions and not words, this person's actions have shown you that they are not for you, right? But then all of the words that were said as well, because I feel like she was like verbally abusive in some type of way. Um, yes, she was a karmic lesson, but not a karmic lesson that you yes, and so Elijah, you have connections that go like literally through Egypt. You have a lot of Egyptian energy. Then you have connections that go through Atlantis and Lemuria. Those are two time frames on this planet where this planet was in a higher dimension. You had this person that you just met was with you on both of those during Atlantis and Lemuria. And we don't know how long Atlantis lasted for. We just know the tragedy that happened, but it could have been a long time. So you were definitely one of those extraterrestrials. That's why you have I don't know if you see UAPs or if you see things in the sky, but there's definitely stuff up there that's around you. And so you are protected. Um, yeah, sometimes rejection is the best protection. So if this woman rejected you, God was really protecting you, because if this woman had come back into your life, she would have latched onto your finances again. Like, I feel like she just like latches onto different areas. Like, she's been the one that's been draining your root chakra and your solar plexus chakra, because she wants you to this is all about how worthy we feel about ourselves, the solar plexus. She wants you to lower your like standards and then accept her back. And she may be trying to get into your dream state. So if you see her in a dream, say, if you can remember to do this, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, because really she's not supposed to be there. And this is more of a love spell type energy that she's trying to put on you. I definitely felt like she was into dark spirituality. And this new person is the exact opposite. Like, it's, yeah. Well, so because you have such a spiritual gift, and because you're on this twin flame journey, this means that you're going to ascend. When the rapture happens, you're going to be one of the people that ascends into a new earth. Okay, in a sense. And so, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. I'm wishing you such a wonderful, happy holiday season as well. Yeah, so because you have such a high calling over your life with the twin flames and the spiritual gifts and the illumination, I really feel like that so you've been dealing with psychic attack for 3 years. But you haven't had crystals. See, you only use a tool until you don't need it anymore. And like, that's what crystals are for. You use it until you don't need it. So getting our fed tonight is going to be one way to deal with that, to help neutralize that psychic attack energy. Because I pray that all attachments, all cords are going to be removed from you, because this divine feminine in the reverse, she still has had her hooks into you, and she's been taking energy. And so we want to get rid of that. And then I'm asking for healing as well. Yes. Okay. Healing as well. And that's part of where doing like listening to a meditation video, something where you feel like you are in control of your own energy. Because I feel like once you get connected with yourself, you can get grounded. But yeah, you need to rebuke this person, and maybe even do like, well, if some people don't like to do return to senders, and I understand why, but just know that the law of the universe mandates that. See, she tried to send another frequency attack to you, but what happened was that your frequency changed from when she had been with you last. So now you're not the same vibration for the spell work. So it's like trying to throw spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. She's just trying to throw stuff at you and seeing what sticks. So the way that you control how much spiritual warfare you go through is that you basically create a routine. Part of your routine should have to do like listening to Reiki videos. I would honestly, because you have such high spiritual gifts, I would look into doing Holy Fire Reiki. I'm a Holy Fire Reiki master. And Holy Fire is it is like the strongest energy out of the Reiki. I was just like, oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, good. So yeah, anytime that you feel that energy starts to creep back up on you, just say, I return. What's mine is mine, and what's whoever this person's name is theirs. Okay. And that's just stating to the universe that you're willing to take responsibility for the energy that is yours. So what does that mean? That means if you're feeling afraid from this attack, God never wants you to be in fear, like ever, because literally, yes, you transmute it. Just know that if somebody's going to be dumb enough to send you all their energy, their best, because this lady, she just, I feel really bad for people like this because the love spells that they do, like because this person tried to do a love spell on you, it affected her. Like it backfired. And now she's the one that's having obsessive thoughts and stuff like that. So good. Okay, I'm so glad. Let's see if there's anything else that needs to come out through the true emotional. But yeah, so calling your energy back. No, and I always just say like I call my energy and my power back to me, known and unknown. Anything that I've given away or anything that's been siphoned, known and unknown. Okay. And then I use Holy Fire Reiki to just transmute whatever energy. If you start to feel her energy creep up back on you again, take a few minutes to just redefine what's my energy and what's her energy. And then you can even go snip, snip, snip. I'm cutting any cords of attachment. And I send back, you know, all you have to do is pray. So you're basically going to develop a daily daily routine where you just take, it takes probably 5 minutes to read Psalm 91, and that's the most protective psalm. And so I would literally work with Psalm 91, and you just insert that person's energy. Like, I'm reading Psalm 91 to address this energy. Why prayer works so well and the psalms work so well is they actually create a like energetic barrier between you and that person so that they can't just come back up in your energy again and latch on. There's actually something there blocking them out, that they have to get past your good prayers, basically, which is like you are dwelling under the shelter of the Most High, which is like hanging right here in the heart of the Most High God. So and you make the Most High God your dwelling. Yes, protection mantras. You also have Kali, Kali is a Hindu deity, dark feminine, dark divine feminine. She works very well with protection, and she is very good at keeping people away and like stopping attacks that come from another location, basically. So you could also call on her. But I feel like why you're experiencing okay, so you already know about Kali. That's great. So she'd be a great one to work with for this. But yeah, why you're going through this now is that you have a higher calling. Part of it is to wake up, to bring this, how you just became illuminated and are bringing this light to yourself. You're going to be called to do that for the world in some type of way. And part of it has to do with your spiritual gifts. And the other part of your ascension contract has to do with twin flame journey. So that's why you're going through an awakening. You are Hindi. Okay, well, that's perfect. Yeah, once you wake up and you realize, okay, I came here and I have something that I'm supposed to be doing. This person was sent by the devil, basically. Or you can call it whatever you want to call it, but sent by the lower vibration to keep you from getting on your path. Because once you get on your path, these spiritual gifts awaken and activate, and you come into true union, and so you'll know what true love is. And so also when these spiritual gifts activate, you'll feel like you're going crazy. Like, it'll feel like that for a minute, and that's just you getting used to your new ability to sense what's going on within you and what's going on around you. So yeah. Yeah, you're definitely meant to bring illumination to a specific type of thing. So I don't know if you already do energy healing or something like that, but so yeah, if this person contacts you back, what I'm getting is like she's trying to cast some type of love spell. So again, that's backfired clearly, because she's the one. When you do a love spell on somebody else to get somebody else to love you, it's supposed to be like that person loves you, not like that she did a love spell and now she's become more obsessed with you, and that's why she's been bullying you in the spiritual realm. So a lot of times witches and warlocks and people, they use astral flight, um and that means like when you're asleep, they basically astral project to wherever you're at. And she was trying to weaken your aura, because once you close off, like, you needed to hear from me that this person is not of God. Once you close off that doorway with her, well, maybe there is, like, because I'm getting that you have the ability to provide other people with protection too. So that's another reason. Like, when you have spiritual gifts, you're going to be given lessons to go through. And it's just the divine, perfect nature of the universe that, of course, the lesson that you go through actually helps you to become more aware of your power and how to use your power, if that makes sense. But yeah, I do feel like you shift timelines when you sleep. There's a lot of times you'll wake up and it's a different reality. That happens to me too. Like, and sometimes I'm like totally weirded out because the information changes. But yeah, I hope that helped you. I definitely am feeling so much better about the person that you have just met. Okay. Like, the drastic change in compatibility like that, like, if you get to a point where you're like, is this too good to be true? It's not. Like, trust me, this is something that's sent from God. And so when you don't have a whole lot of things that are sent from the divine, it's like you don't know how to understand it, but things are going to be so good that you're going to be like, is this real? Like, or is this, there's something wrong with this person? Because trust me, like, the person that you were just with was like a 1. The person that you just met is an 8. That's a big jump in compatibility. I see a lot of people, they'll have, good thing about you is that you're not putting up heart walls. A heart wall would block you from the good coming in. I feel like when this person, well, the reason that you've been under attack is because that person was attacking you. But the other reason that you were under attack is that it was time for you to wake up and realize that you are powerful, that you have the ability to do a lot of different things. What I'm seeing, you can literally think about things and then they'll happen. And so that's what you should be doing. Just anytime that her energy, what I want you to do is check in with your chakra system, because when you're under spiritual attack for a long time, you never know what the enemy is trying to do. What, like, this specific recent attack was to your root chakra and your solar plexus chakra. So checking in daily with your chakras and then doing like chakra meditation or yoga or chakra chanting. What is it? Oh, mantra chanting. Something like that, so that you're gaining control over your energy and then building it up to be stronger. I also am seeing that you have like an artistic ability that you have not tapped into yet. But I'm seeing that this is coming from another lifetime. So it may be something like that you end up finding a hobby that you really like. See, the good thing is that I feel like the person that you just met is going to be investing positive into you. And so they're going to be helping you basically, um, because they're the another aspect of yourself. So when the lessons come in, you're learning with yourself. You're basically learning, and then both of you guys evolve, and that's how you ascend together. So yeah, so that's awesome. That's awesome sauce. And I'm looking at your what you do for a job. And I don't know why I'm seeing that is fluctuating up and down, but if you own your own company, there's going to be something, maybe it's this hobby or something where you are able to make extra money on the side. She is an artistic artist. Wow. So yeah, there may be definitely something to connect there. Maybe group projects or something like that. But that's really cool. That's really cool. Okay. So let's see. So yeah, what I would suggest is to just stay en route with this new person, don't think that it's too good to be true if you ever get to feeling like that. And then as like I was saying, make sure that this other person doesn't have any way to look at you online. Like when you come out to the world with this new relationship, you're so welcome. Just make sure that you protect it, because what other people don't know, they can't destroy. And where it's a twin flame journey, when you meet your twin flame, it causes such a big shift in the universe that the forces of darkness come to look at you, and then they start going, okay, well, this person, we can't have this. Like, this person's awake now, we just can't have that. You know what I mean? That's literally what they think and how they act. It's ridiculous. And then they'll start to plot and plan. And so their main method of attacking is like through your loved ones, anybody that they can get a hold on, right? That they can dig their claws into. And so a lot of the times that's why men basically get attacked by these Jezebel spirits. And the Jezebel spirits, they always do the same exact thing, man. It's like everybody's case is almost the same thing when we're working with that spirit, because that spirit comes in and they try to take you off of your divine. You have a spiritual business. Oh my gosh, this is all confirmation. Okay, yeah. So there's going to be definitely an expansion in that. And I feel really good about that. Actually, I feel really good about what you do. Yeah, maybe it was a little bit rocky getting started, but now make sure that you have a way of getting yes and no questions and answers from yourself, so that you can ask when people come in. Like, you can ask, what intention do they have? Because sometimes people will come in and they'll have a completely different intention than what they tell you, right? I feel like what's going to be expanding for you is your third eye. You're going to be able to read other people's intentions for you, and that's going to help you decide, who do I want to be giving my precious spiritual, protective energy and time to? Yes, absolutely. So prayer is the number one thing. The number two thing you're gonna do to deal with warfare is, yes. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna be opening up a shop that has all my specific stuff, because I know what all the properties are for everything. And so I'll be getting that to you guys soon. But what you're going to be wanting to do is spiritual baths. Okay. So take some salt, and you can use olive oil, and then you can use like essential oils. Bless the salt, put a little bit in the salt, mix it up, and then make a bath and do whatever you need to do to make you feel calm. Like put on some sounds or something. And you basically want to get in the bath. And when you cleanse yourself, you're visualizing that all of the negative energy runs down through you and into down the drain and into the earth, where the earth transmutes it. Okay, so that's going to be another thing. So then when you get out of the bath, you don't want to dry off with a towel, because that water is basically blessed water. So you just air dry, you let yourself air dry, and that keeps the protection on you for longer. I would suggest if you don't have a dream catcher above your bed, I would definitely, I'm seeing to get a dream catcher. That's going to get a lot of the nightmares that have been coming through. And then pray, stay prayed up. That's one of the main tools, because you're creating a barrier, basically it's like creating a wall in between you and that person. And then make sure that you are like basically taking care of your body, um that you're eating things that are good for your body, that you're drinking water, that you're loving yourself, because the only way that spell work and spiritual warfare can actually affect you is if you don't love yourself enough to do the things that are necessary to protect yourself from it. And so staying very connected to God, to Vishnu, to Kali, all of that, remembering that you have your own personal power, but then you also have ancestral power. And so communicating with your ancestors, that's because you've got some like warrior spirits that will straight up go to war for you. They just are like, okay, is he going to ask us for help? So working with those, burning candles. Okay. So when you have a lot of like bad energy, a lot of bad energy. When you burn a candle, a lot of the times the candle, and I'm talking about 7-day candles, they come in like a jar. A lot of the times the jar will like turn black, or they'll puff a lot of black smoke. That would show you that whatever it is that you're working on, that candle is transmuting that energy and for you, basically. So what you want to do when you're dealing with a lot of negative energy is you want to get a black candle and you want to burn that candle. If you do a 7-day candle, you only need to have it lit every day for like 4.5 hours. So you basically have it lit, and then instead of blowing it out, you just like snuff it out, just like deprive it of oxygen. Then the flame goes out, and then it keeps the energy there so that you can restart it again. Like if you need to go to work, because you don't ever leave a candle burning and then go to work for the day. That's just dangerous, especially when we're working on black candles transmute and absorb negative energy. So when these candles burn, you're not going to want to get like I literally put selenite in my candles, like in the top of it, and I burn the candles down, and then that helps. So you're going to use, you can also create a campfire, like go out into the woods and make a fire and do a fire meditation and a fire wash. A fire wash is when the smoke from the fire goes over you and it cleanses your aura. Okay, so that's another thing that you can do. And when you're sleeping, what I'm being shown is to cover your head with something. Just, it doesn't have to be the whole head, but something to cover your crown chakra and the back right here. Yeah. And then I don't know if you know what Florida water is, but getting some Florida water cologne and adding it into water, it'll create a bunch of like cleansed, blessed water. And then you can sprinkle that around your bed, which is what I would suggest. And then, if you still are having a hard time, I would definitely get the arfetsanite and then possibly howlite. Howlite's another one that works well with nightmares and insomnia. Okay, we're going to do the angel numbers and then I'll let you guys go. So the angel numbers give you confirmation about what we talked about today and what to do. It's so funny. I think it's hilarious that the person that was stalking you is getting stalked back. Like, what is the irony of that? That's just the beauty. And the thing is in 2024, here we are. And what we're seeing is the truth of what we think we attract, what we eat, we basically end up becoming. It's like literally learning firsthand that what we send out does come back to us, because well, with your situation, Elijah, somebody was trying to do root work on you and put you under some type of love spell. And so everybody's experience is going to be a little bit different, but those are the type of things that when they are allowed to go through, it's only to motivate you and inspire you and awaken you. And then once you awaken, you basically level up. And you call judgment on the situation. And basically, as long as you continue to make the right choices in life, things will go the way that you're expecting them to go. But now that you have this energy removed, like, I feel like things are just going to go up from here, truly. But yeah, I wish I could say that it's like every time you go through an awakening and ascension, you're going to have spiritual warfare, because the spiritual world is going, what the heck just happened? How is that person seeing me and tapping into me right now? And so that's kind of why we go through that. But yeah, the apparitions and stuff, that's going to continue. 0303, taking chances, success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, and optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Yes, 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 yes. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for a better. 0000, limitless potential. So reset, relaxation, unknown surrender, finish line, success, and victory. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there's no reason that you can't make it a reality. If there's something is in the possession of another person, it's also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. Yeah. What's meant for you will never pass you by. And so anytime you think that somebody took an opportunity for you, trust me, rejection, most of the time, rejection is protection. 1717 drama alert. So independence, soul mission, alone time, learning, healing, and aspirations. Take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need some time to think things over and consider your options. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You might not believe it, but you're heading in the right direction. What appears to be a lull in activity is just a part in the natural process. Absolutely. 1221, taking initiative. Okay, change, optimism, joy. Optimism came out twice. So change, optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, and high vibes. Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. Yeah, somebody is getting some good news soon. Truly. 1616 readjustments, overcoming obstacles, soulmates. Like I was saying with the twin flame, this is just like double, triple confirmation for me. So affection, support, and comfort. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with someone from which the person from somebody's past. Okay, so everything will fall into pieces. You may even be tempted, like if this woman comes back to you, Elijah, she may even come back and try to tempt you to be with her again. That's just a test. That's literally a test of, are you going to do the right? Are you going to do what your soul's guiding you to do and say no to this person? So that may come up as a test. That's how you'll know the universe is literally testing you. 0110 belief system. Go after what you want. Unique destiny. That's come up many times. So yeah, you definitely have a unique destiny. Inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. Yay. So we had 0303 taking chances, 0000 limitless potential, 1717 drama alert, 1221 taking initiative, 1616 readjustments, and 0110 belief system. All right. Now we'll do the names and then I'll let you guys go. So the names are like never to name shame anyone. We're just pulling names out of like a thing of names. Okay. So it could be somebody from the past, somebody from the present, somebody from the future. You'll most likely know who it is. Okay. So I'm seeing Amy. I'm seeing Shiloh. Seeing Chris or Chrissy, Kinsley or Kingsley. Seeing Janae and Suzanne or Susie. This one. Henrik or Cora. Rachel, Phyllis. Presley, Lindsay. Keanu. Nathan or Nathaniel. Santos, Carlos. Robert. Oliver or Olivia. Delilah. Alexander, Shanita. Liam. Alberto and Summer, Tom or Tomold, Nadia. Aaron, Kylie and Walter. And I'm also seeing Oprah and Avery. Travis or Tyson, Monique, Anthony or Antony. Okay. So we had, starting with Amy, Suzanne or Susie, Janae, Anthony or Antony, Monique, Alexander, Shanita, Travis or Tyson, Taylor. I didn't even see that one on the back there. Avery, Oprah, Kylie and Walter, Nadia, Tom or Tomold, Aaron, Delilah, Rachel, Phyllis, Rachel and Phyllis, Alberto and Summer, Liam, Oliver and Olivia, Santos and Carlos, Nathan or Nathaniel, Presley, Lindsay, Hendrik, Cora, Robert, Shiloh, Chris or Chrissy, Kinsley or Kingsley, and Keanu. Okay, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you all so much. I do have another channel. I would like all of you to go over there and get a subscription. It's called the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. Okay, so I'm building another platform so that, yeah, just so that I can expand outwards. So that one's more shorter messages and it goes more deeply into healing and stuff like that. All right. God bless you guys. All right. Please like the video. Please share it. If you feel called to share it, hit that notification bell so you're notified of every time that I go live. You don't want to miss out on the important messages that Spirit has for you. And yeah, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, I appreciate you all. I'm giving you all air hugs and support. All right, you're moving forward. These other people, not so much. Okay. All right. God bless you guys. Until the next reading, peace be with you all. And thank you all for your support.